Hello guys, today we'll build the lava chicken farm from the Minecraft movie. As you see, there's some redstone involved because it's fully functional, and I'm gonna demonstrate that. So the chicken drops, it gets burned. You can close the system, with a bell ringing, and you get your chicken, just like in the movie. And back here, you see the chickens being spawned. First up, a big shout out to Philyppis, who was a big inspiration on design, and Blians, who helped me execute the whole thing. Both of them will be linked down in the description, so please check them out, and a huge thank you to both of you. Every time you're done cooking, you reset the lever, which activates a clock, which makes this push, which is then sensed by the guard sensor, and this powers a dispenser that spits out eggs for chickens to spawn, as you see right here. And if they're grown up, this gets sensed by the observer, which then lets them fall down into this chamber right here. And if you press the lever again, you see these pistons retract, so the chickens fall down, get cooked. Then the cooked chicken is picked up by these hopper minecarts. It goes through a filter that only makes the cooked chicken go through. The feathers are stored in an extra barrel. And the cooked chicken goes through this water pipe all the way till you get to the trapdoor, where you get the chicken. To build everything, you need everything in this redstone chest right here, as well as some chickens and cooked chicken for our item filter. And for building materials, you need everything you see right here, as well as some tools and a stack of temporary blocks. To begin with, I would mark the edges with a certain block. You don't have to use gold, obviously, but I use it for demonstration purposes. The whole thing is 9 blocks wide and 7 blocks long. Of course, the redstone is a bit bigger, but it's underground. So I would start with that. You can go ahead and place 1 block, then count 9 blocks, then 7 blocks, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 again, and you should have this outline, and then you can start building the rest. Okay guys, I would first start with building the whole structure, then fill it out with redstone. You can take the smooth sandstone, slabs, all the wood, terracotta, and the glass, all of this, and the wool. If you want to build a chicken, you can build the two with these materials. But first up, let's build the house. Start with terracotta right here. And then build a counter like this. You can leave out the back, because you'll need the access to the redstone, and you can just finish up that later. It's just a wall. And you can go ahead and build the roof, or the ceiling better. Then you can go ahead and take your wool, place it like this. Take this for some deco, like this, and then you gotta build the roof. Build the ring with red terracotta. The edges should perfectly align with the gold blocks, just so you can be sure you're building it right. You can then build 5 blocks like this and build a glass window. And then you can build a triangle shape like here. Then connect everything. For the chicken to have place to stand on, you can just fit in these 4 blocks. And then you can take your concrete for the chicken. Build the feet like this, the legs. These are the wings. And then you have 4 block high head. You can fit in the eyes, and that's a chicken. And you can then go ahead and build some glass right here. Or let's first grab something different. The hopper minecarts with the hoppers. And the iron trapdoor. Just make sure your hopper, like this hopper, shows in that direction, and every other hopper leads into that. You can then go ahead and place your glass from this side. The minecarts with the hopper, you can just break the rails to place the trapdoors. And for the last 2 you have to do something different. You have to place them 1 block elevated. Then you have to break this block and then replace this block that I broke just now really fast, like this. And then you can place the trapdoors, and everything should be set. You can close that again, and then you have your outline, and you can also fit in the flooring, whatever. If you'd like to put a villager in here, just like this one right here, I'd recommend you put rails right here so he can't escape. Or you don't actually need them here, just here, because the mobs won't cross the rail, so they can't escape. Alright, this will be the rough outline, and you will see us very soon again with the redstone part. Once you've finished building the whole thing, you can remove the terracotta right here, and you can just add it at the end. First up, we build pistons right here. And take some blocks. Actually, just close everything. And you can put some redstone torches right here, which will activate both of them. What you can then do is go up here, put 2 signs right here, and put a slab here, piston here, sticky piston, some observers here, as well as the string, a redstone block, and another sticky piston at the end. This is how it should look at the beginning, so every time the block gets set, the block gets placed and placed back. You can then connect the dispenser here. Some redstone right there. You can then grab calibrated skulk sensor. Just make sure the amethyst thing shows in this direction, so into this comparator. You can then place the lectern here and make a book with 15 pages. And then put it right there and go to page 10. You can then close this again, you don't need it. What you can then do is put all the hoppers in. That will feed into this dispenser right here. Just make sure it also goes in the dispenser itself. You can fill everything out except this block right here. This must be a block. Otherwise the chicken will trigger the mechanism right here, even if they're small, if they are not grown up yet. And you also have to leave this place right here. And place the hoppers right here. All of these hoppers you'll have to place into them. And then place all of them right here. You can close this again and fill everything with red carpet. This is optional theoretically, but it just looks way better. To see the chickens you can also put some light here. For example, torches do the job, because I don't really see them from the outside, but just so the whole place is lit up. And you can put some chickens right here. You can just throw some eggs, and then if there are 2 grown-up chickens, you can make them reproduce, so there are many chickens right here. The more the better, unless it lags, but yeah, I just do some, because you don't have to overkill. And if you go back here then, just make a big hole, just make sure to not break the hopper, because the minecarts would otherwise fall down. So just make the whole 4 blocks deep. And you can just put a barrel right here. So all the feathers from the dying chicken get right here. The rails from the minecarts, you don't need them anymore. All of this. And put a piston with the redstone block right here. The redstone block should be on the last plank. And you should also put a piston right here, because sometimes this piston needs a block update, and you can do that with the other piston. And then put your lever right here, which you don't need anymore then. So you see the piston right here is activated, which is everything you want. Then you can grab a nice block. You would have to make this one block farther back. But then need your target blocks. And a redstone torch right here and here. Make this 4 blocks long, and then just lead it to this right here. And yes, you can also put, it would better if you put the barrel right here. Then go ahead and build a filter system like this. So it should simply, this hopper right here has to show in another direction than down. It doesn't really matter if north, east, south or west, but yeah, just not down below. Like this, and then like this. You'll have a dropper right here. can take some glass again and build. I want to make it look better. You need to take some stone and build just straight up. It's a glass pipe. Should just go straight up. No interruptions, ideally. And you can then grab some soul sand and a water bucket, as well as the kelp. And if you look right here, you can take this block out, put a trapdoor there. It doesn't really matter which kind of trapdoor. I just chose spruce for this one right here. And if you go into this pipe again, you can fill it with water. You can just break it down here and go water up. Doesn't really matter. Put more water here and fill everything with kelp. You just have to make sure this block is soul sand or something like that. I don't want to swim, I don't want to swim, I don't want to swim. And fill everything with kelp. Once that's done, you can just take soul sand right here. All the items should be going directly up. I have no mod installed, yeah. Alright. Make this whole one level louder. Also attach the bell to this filter right here if you want. And for the comparator to shoot out, no, not for the comparator, for the dropper to shoot out the chicken. You also need a system for that, which we build right here. Which just goes right here. You can check it. It should stop somewhere like here. You can input in the repeater. So the items get dispensed, go through the water stream, and they should end up like here. And what's very important, in this hopper right here, you need some chicken. Cooked chicken, ideally. And you just gotta put 19 right here. You should hear the bell ringing once, and then you're set. Because then the filter is set for cooked chicken. And now the only thing that's really left is to build the mechanism that activates the chickens to spawn, like here. And to do that, you can make the hole under the whole construction a bit bigger. You can take this block right here and attach a piston, right here, with an observer right here, and some good blocks right here, as well as a repeater that feeds into this block and this redstone. And then you just have to place some repeaters down, comparators I mean. It's 8 like this and 8 again in the other direction. Just make sure at the end of this is a block in the direction that the comparators go, and here's a redstone. And at the end of this you can build a nice comparator thing like this. The target block, and then dig out some blocks in this direction. Just do some repeaters in this direction, it doesn't really matter because there are almost always enough chickens that spawn. And right here you can put a piston that pushes, and the sound gets sensed by this block right here, because demonstrate it. take a piston and the redstone block. Like if you place blocks, it doesn't sense it, but if piston retracts, will give out a redstone power. And once you're finished with everything of this, it should be set. You can just cover up everything that isn't necessary, like here. And you can finish this backside. Okay, this block should be red terracotta, yes. And then finish this wall again. And close this. And you should be all set. Oh, I almost forgot the most important thing, the lava. You can go back right here. You can close every other block. Basically every other block, but you don't have to, just doesn't look good. You can close it like this block here. Doesn't really make much of a difference. Just make sure blocks like these where pistons are pushing are freed, so you don't play something and the piston then can't move again anymore. If you're in survival, I would just recommend you destroy these two glass blocks, then place lava against these signs or against the roof. Nothing should happen, it should just flow out, and you can place your glass here. And now the whole thing should be working. You can decorate it with a villager, and if you smoker. So you have the villager just like in a movie. And this should be it. So thanks guys for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.